Hello, I am Levi from Waverings Ben Franklin in Macon and Monroe City, Missouri, and today I will be showing you how to make an embossed letter. These letters have become very popular for personalizing any type of decor. This one, as I said, was embossed. There's a raised effect to it, and I'll show you how to do that today. So the products you will need is a letter. I'm using a 12-inch paper mache letter. You will need tacky glue, which gives the raised effect. Any paint that you want. I am using two types of Americana Decor chalky finish. It gives a great matte finish to it, but that's very on trend right now. And I'm using two paints because I will apply first one, and then as I apply the second one I'll wipe it off so it gives a distressed look. And any finishing products that you will want to use, I'm using a rub and buff in gold, which I don't know if you can see it, but it gives it a highlighted shimmery effect. So there's your products, and let's get started. The first step in this project is to apply your embossed design using the tacky glue. You can either freehand this or use a pencil to kind of design it out, make sure it's perfect how you want it. So just pick a spot and just start letting the glue go. And I found that applying the glue is very similar to cake decorating in that when you're making a line, hold the glue up and just let it fall where you want. And the faster you go, the thinner the line will be. The slower you go, the thicker the line will be. And if you have any breaks that you are not a fan of, just go back and slowly distribute the glue so it blends in nicely. Or if you wanted to, you could use a brush to kind of smooth it out. And just remember that since it's glue, it will kind of spread out a little bit once you've applied it, and then when it dries, it'll shrink back up. And it'll shrink back more than how you applied it. So just be aware of that. So once you've applied your design however you want it, let it dry. It'll take about 1.5 to 2 days to completely dry. You want the white to be completely gone and for it to be clear. The second step in this project is to paint it. Once the glue has completely dried, you can apply whatever paint you like. I am using two paints, one as a base, and then the top coat I will kind of remove with a paper towel to make it look a little distressed. So you can use either two coats or one paint, whatever your preference is. So this is a very straightforward process. You just paint it on as you would any other paint. Just make sure you get all around the glue in the crevices so it's completely covered. You don't want to get it finished and then realize, oh, there's a spot there, once you've already let it set. And if you've applied two coats, it's kind of hard to go back and redo that first coat to make it look distressed. So apply your first coat completely, and once you've done that, let it dry so you can do your second coat or any finishing that you want to do. Once your paint has dried, it's time for the third step, and this would be the distressing part of this letter. So take your top coat. I'm using a darker color so that the lighter color kind of shows through when I wipe the paint off. So on this you want to work in small sections so that the paint is still wet when you go to wipe it off. So just apply it just like you did the first time, getting in all the little cracks and crevices. And then before it dries, just use a paper towel, and you can either wipe off just the raised parts or just whatever you like, any part of it to give it kind of a whitewashed look. I'm focusing just on the raised part, and sometimes you have to use a little bit of force depending on how quickly your paint sets up. So when you get that section how you like it, just move on to another section. So finally, once your paint has dried, you could leave it just as is, or in this case I've taken Rub and Buff and used it very sparingly, because a little goes a long way with that, and just rubbed it in a few key places, kind of highlighted the raised area, and just let that dry and you are good to go. Display it on a bookcase, on a mantle, you give it as a gift, whichever. So I thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more great videos. Thank you.